So the first things towards shifting your reality is actually building the discipline. And once you have that discipline, you can almost achieve any goal in your life, because no matter what you're working on, you need discipline to take that action. If you take that right action, you can shift into any reality possible, because spirituality alone does not do any magic. You could be the highly sensitive empath, you could be the most psychic person out there, but if you do not take any action towards your goal, that goal is not going to manifest in your physical reality. How do we break our own belief systems? That's a question that I've been asking to myself. How do I shift into a reality where I have already achieved my goals, where I'm already a good speaker? How do I do that? In my mind, I can see myself speaking very well in front of an audience, in front of the camera, and having excellent conversations with people. But in reality, it's not really up to the mark. I struggle making these videos. I struggle having deep conversations. Forget deep conversation, I just struggle talking to people. Just regular mundane conversations feel so heavy for me. And I come off as someone who does not speak well, or as an introvert, or someone who does not have a strong personality. But in my mind, I can see myself as a very different person. And I do not completely know how to shift into that reality, but what I have been learning is the quickest way to get there is to start practicing in the smallest way possible. Many of us wait for opportunities to show up in our life, and then we'll practice our skill, and then we'll practice our craft. But I think what I've understood from my own journey is just start in the smallest way possible. Like, if your goal is to get fit, just start walking around your area. If you can, just start jogging, and slowly your reality starts to shift, your identity starts to shift. Now we are doing it for a couple of weeks. Now you would want to invest in some good running shoes or workout outfits, and then you'll start learning more about what you can do to achieve that goal. So the number one way to shift into a better reality which you envision in your mind is to take the smallest possible action. And that smallest possible action could be just meditating for 5 minutes a day. You do not have to have the best technique to meditate. You can just sit down and close your eyes and just observe your thoughts. That's it. Or just don't do anything for 5 minutes. Just stare out of a window. That's meditation in itself. If you do that like for a week, then you will start questioning yourself, like, can I do this in a better way? Now that I'm built the discipline to meditate for 5 minutes, are there better techniques? Let me search on YouTube, or let me attend a webinar or a course where they teach me this. So the first things towards shifting your reality is actually building the discipline. I love watching Kung Fu movies, and almost all Kung Fu movies have the same message. There's a student and a teacher. When the student goes to a teacher and he says, I want to learn Kung Fu, he most often than not does not teach him the most complicated things. He tells him to do simple things, like in Jackie Chan's Karate Kid. He tells Jaden Smith to pick up your jacket and just hang it on the coat, on the hook. And you do that 1,000 times. The act is pretty simple, but what it does is builds discipline. And we can find things in our lives, the smallest things, that help us build discipline. It would be like making your bed in the morning. Every single day, if you just make yourself do that for 2 minutes, you have a little bit more discipline in your life. You have built that muscle. For some of you, it might be washing dishes. That might feel like a very difficult task. But if you keep a mentality in your mind of like, this is Kung Fu, this is helping me build discipline, it will help you build that muscle more intentionally. And once you have that discipline, you can almost achieve any goal in your life, because no matter what you're working on, you need discipline to take that action. If you take that right action, you can shift into any reality possible. Because spirituality alone does not do any magic. You could be the highly sensitive empath, or you could be the most psychic person out there. But if you do not take any action towards your goal, that goal is not going to manifest in your physical reality. There are times where the universe will provide you with abundance, the right help, and the right people in your life. But that only comes when you take the right amount of action. And sometimes it might feel that it came out of the blue, and it does. But you also have to understand that you have taken some action to get there. This YouTube video might have popped up on your feed randomly, but before this you might have watched similar videos like this to seek help. So you're already taking some sort of action in your life, but the question that you need to ask is, are those actions in alignment with my future goal? It might have been aligned with your past. It might have helped you achieve certain goals in your past, a certain habit. It might have served you well. But the question is that habit going to serve your future? So don't be judgmental about, I was having these bad habits. A lot of us kind of beat ourselves down on like, why did I do this? The thing that you're forgetting is you had to survive a difficult part of your life, and that's when you incorporated those negative coping mechanisms that turned into habits where it resulted into a certain behavior. But now that you're not in that same situation, that situation might have changed, that energy might have left your life. Now why are you still holding on to that negative coping mechanism? Why are you still operating from the behaviors that you instilled from your past? Why not live in more alignment with your future? Why can't you change the thought patterns, the habits? It is possible. It is hard, I agree, 100%, but it is still possible. it is painful to change your thought pattern. It is painful to understand that you are in control actually, because it shows you the truth that you are always in control and you can change your life for the good. So that's how you shift reality, by taking aligned, concrete action. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching. Until next time, walk in faith.